It's now starting after an officer-involved shooting in Uptown. We are learning at this hour that an officer has been shot. Want to let you listen into that press conference here live.
But again, as those details come out later, we'll share updates.
Anything that, how this situation, just on the end, the shooting, how that ended. We know how this ended with the suspect fleeing and our officer shot.
Yeah, again, like when you're dealing with people that are involved in some sort of disturbance or heated argument, you know, with another person, and then the officer tries to de-escalate that, and then it escalates up, you know, things happen very quickly. You know, we're just grateful that the officer is in stable condition now, and that the injuries weren't worse, and that we have this suspect in custody.
How were you able to track him down, the suspect?
One of the responding officers saw him fleeing, and then was able to engage in a foot pursuit, and then as officers came in, they were able to get him into custody.
And I take it you have the weapon also?
We're working through all the details of all the evidence. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate it.
Who was the gun? Whose gun was it? Just for clarity, who did the gun belong to?
We're still working through that because the officer is unable to give an interview yet because he went immediately rushed into surgery. So we don't have answers to that right now that I can share.
If you don't mind, I imagine when something like this happens, it brings a bit of clarity for everybody wearing a badge. Talk to me about that.
Yes, sir. I think that the inherent risks and dangers of wearing a uniform and being a police officer, right? Whether in uniform or out of uniform, there's always risks of engaging with people that are committing crimes or trying to hurt someone, right? Or are a danger to the public or someone else. And as we step into those roles, you know, voluntarily, you know, there's a risk with that. And, you know, I hope that the prayers go out to the family for support this morning and continued. And this is a stark reminder of the dangers that our officers face for the Charlotte citizens on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all.
Guys, we'll have a full news release on our website, cmpd.org.
So you have been listening to live to that press conference in Uptown after a shooting happened just a short time ago. This all happening a little bit earlier today. An officer-involved shooting. CMPD giving us a little bit more information after this took place on Church Street. So what we learned from that press conference, and again, I'm reading this here in real time, is that an officer was shot and is in the hospital, and a suspect has been taken into custody. Now, that officer was apparently in that area because of some type of domestic disturbance that took place, and while trying to break up whatever altercation was taking place there, that officer was shot by the suspect. You're looking at some video shot by our crews just about an hour or so ago. As you can see, a very large law enforcement presence responding to this incident. We are told that that officer is in stable condition at this hour, but has been in surgery and is with family. As we work to learn more information about what has taken place here, we will of course bring you more updates live. But again, you have been listening into that press conference just happening about a shooting that took place in Uptown, leading to a large police presence. An officer has been shot. That officer now in surgery, and a suspect is in custody. We'll be right back with your forecast.